This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
All right, I'm here with the master of ceremonies, the maitre d', the best host I've ever seen, David Kain.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul.
No, I'm not even just pandering. Like, I really mean it. Oftentimes, an event will reflect the nature of its host, and you're very kind and you're very optimistic. And so this whole environment is welcoming and optimistic and kind.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad. I come from a big family. I've got 8 brothers and sisters, one of which you met earlier today.
I sure did. I have some questions about this. But
yeah, so we love hosting this. That's why we call it the Clients and Friends Digital Success Workshop. We could have just said Digital Success Workshop. It would have been lost in all the shuffle of all the other events, and you know that all too well.
I do.
So we 18 years ago wanted to do something different. And I should say 19 years ago.
This is the 19th one?
This is our 18th in 19 years. Because of the pandemic. We had to skip a year, but yeah, we're really pleased.
Well, that's why you seem so relaxed. You're like, oh, it's the 19th one or the 18th one.
I take a lot of solace in this theater owner in Shakespeare in Love. So Mr. Feely is being held to the fire, literally, and they said, how's the theater going to open? He goes, I don't know. It's a mystery. And so he just knew it would. And so, we've already had a few snafus, mix-ups, and things like that. Our audience and our attendees just seem to go with the flow.
Absolutely.
Kind of like the car business, right?
Yeah, you have to. And
yeah.
That's a kicking and screaming sometimes.
Yes.
I don't sense any kicking and screaming around here.
No.
I have a couple questions about the industry, but first, your brother said that when you all were younger, you were very, very competitive.
Oh, hyper competitive. Yeah.
So I think that I was like, that surprised me. I don't think people would look at Dave and be like, there's a really competitive, but he told us a couple stories. I'm not going to tell you what they were. You'll see or hear about them sometime, but you were very competitive. So I'm assuming you didn't lose that. You've just found another way to channel it.
Yeah, it's like every once in a while, my wife, who I've been married to for 38 years, and I met on a competitive ultimate Frisbee team in college.
Oh, I love it.
So she every once in a while says, you need to channel your David at the dealership.
Okay.
Because that was 23 years ago. It's a little easier the further away you get from
understand that.
The push and pull of retail.
I can understand that. All right, let me ask you an industry-related question.
Just finished up.
So you have to go. David, thank you. He's running. Thanks for having us. Well, I think that just is key to the point. He was sitting here having a conversation, super relaxed, still paying attention to where the session was in there. Everybody started clapping, and he was like, I got to go. I have to host. Again, just somebody who has been very gracious, a person who understands what it is to make people feel welcome and warm, which is why the list of attendees here is deep. The list of vendor partners who have stepped up to sponsor this and be a part of this environment. It's not a big surprise, I guess, that this has been around for 18 or 19 years, and it'll probably go on for another 18 or 19 as long as he wants to do it, because it's a very special event. So, David, if you're watching this, thanks for having us again, and I'll catch up with you probably.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.